Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back after 5 long months. Honestly, I'm going to pretend that the gap between my last posted video, which was 5 months ago, and the video that I'm doing right now, that massive gap, it doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about my absence. I don't know what absence that you're talking about. Being here the whole time. That's it. Like, I've been here the whole time. You can argue with yourself. You can do that dance on your own. I'm not doing this dance with you. I'm not going to go back and forth with all of y'all about my absence. I'm back, and I'm back like I never left, because I didn't leave. That's just it. Okay, so what now? And I'm not going to make promises as to whether or not I'm going to be consistent. Last time I did that, the unraveling of September 2021 came upon me, and those were dark times. Very, very, very dark. I think you should just be happy that I'm back, but also I never left. So just appreciate that I am here in front of you, and that I'm going to talk about and review The Batman, movie that I just watched, like right now. A movie that I really enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie, like I really, really liked it. I am like itching for a rewatch. Like I really want to watch that movie again. Basically, just to keep it simple, the film finds Batman, who's been the Caped Crusader for 2 years now, with the police, or rather specifically Gordon, uncovering corruption and also trying to find and stop the Riddler, who is targeting the elite people of Gotham City. Starting off with things that I liked, and I have quite a lot of things that I liked. I liked the cinematography. I am a whore for two things: cinematography and score. And those two were right up my alley. The score, you guys, I'm gonna try and keep it as non-spoiler as possible, like this whole review. There's a sequence that was like leading up to this like car chase scene, and oh my god, when I was watching it and when I was listening to the score, I was like, I need to go onto Spotify and check if the score for this movie has been released, because Michael Giacchino, phenomenal. There's been a lot of scores for, well, movies centered around Batman. Hans Zimmer with The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. Like, how can you surpass that? Michael Giacchino, that was excellent. The Riddler has his own theme in the music, and every time it came on, I was genuinely unnerved. The Riddler is, for me at least, like, he was a frightening villain. He was played by Paul Dano, and Paul Dano does a great job playing this really unnerving, unhinged, you know, like serial killer. Again, there's this other sequence I'm not gonna spoil, but you know, there's this, you know, scene in which Batman and the Riddler are interacting, and I was gripping my seat in the cinema. I was genuinely scared. The entire movie is like grounded. Like, yeah, we've said, yeah, like, you know, it's grounded. Matt Reeves did such a phenomenal job with taking, you know, these like characters and making them really grounded. Selena Kyle, Catwoman, is played by Zoe Kravitz. I audibly like moaned when she first appeared on screen. When she was interacting with Robert Pattinson, who played Bruce Wayne, Batman, I felt something. Something moved. The chemistry between those two, bitch, I want to see more of that. I really do. Kravitz brought a sense of like sensuality and like sexiness to this character. I mean, I was speaking with Ipile after the movie, and actually both Ipile and Liberty, they were like, no, like she was great. Zoe Kravitz was great, but they still enjoyed Anne Hathaway a lot more. Like there was a meekness to this Selena Kyle, which they didn't like. But I think for me, yes, there was a meekness, but there was also like an edge that I really enjoyed from her. There was something in this Selena Kyle played by Zoe that I really enjoyed that I didn't really see in Anne Hathaway. Robert Pattinson, he does a great job as Batman Bruce Wayne. One of the critiques that I've seen around Robert, not necessarily his portrayal of Batman, but rather this Batman himself, is that there isn't really that duality, that dual personality that we've seen in other, like, you know, stories or movies around Batman, because like this Batman feels sort of like one note in the sense that he's brooding when he's Bruce. He's brooding when he's Batman. He's brooding when he's with Alfred. He's brooding like it's just like he's like full on brooding. I can understand where that's coming from because like if you look at like comic book, you know, lore and stuff, you know, Batman is who he is. Bruce Wayne is the mask. And you know, in this movie, like a lot of people said that they didn't see that. Me, I really did enjoy this take on the Batman. I think I can understand that there wasn't that duality, but you know, equally so, it was still an engaging performance and an engaging character. All of the actors in this movie showed up, especially fucking Colin Farrell. He disappeared into the role of the Penguin. You did not tell me that that was Colin Farrell. I would not believe you. He ate up his role. I loved it. How do I say this without spoiling? The mystery around, you know, the mystery that Batman has to uncover and unravel. It is a Gordian knot, I'll tell you that. It has layers. It's, whoa. Without spoiling too much, whoa. Whoa. There was a moment where I was like, oh, wait, we have to go. Okay, cool, right. I think because of how the mystery unfolds, many people would then, you know, argue that the runtime is unnecessarily long. It's a 2 hour and 55-minute movie. I didn't feel those 2 hours and 55 minutes. I enjoyed the movie a lot and I didn't really care about the 3 hour long runtime because I genuinely didn't feel it. Like I walked out of the cinema and I was like, if there was another viewing right now, I probably would sit again and watch it. Time was not a problem for me, but I know that for other people it might be a problem. There's a lot that I liked in this movie and very little that I did not like. I'm not saying that this movie is going to like alter or change or redefine the superhero genre in any way, but it's still a really entertaining, really engaging story. One thing that I want to speak about also is the sort of portrayal of Gotham. I've always felt like Gotham was a character in and of itself. There's this sense of hopelessness that comes with Gotham. Like, just like watching it being portrayed in various media, it's hopeless. Each and every like character in this movie and even in previous versions or medias of Batman, be it series or movie or whatever, like so many characters keep asking themselves, what's the point of all of this? Like, there's no point in trying to save the city. The city's not gonna change. Honestly, in this movie, you're like, Jesus Christ, like this place is ugly. It's a god-awful place. It fucking sucks. Like, I'm sorry to say, Gotham fucking sucks. It sucks ass. So, you know, in that I've always seen that, you know, Batman isn't just fighting to protect the people of Gotham, but fighting to protect the soul of the city itself. The way that was portrayed here, like, It's kind of like how I've always envisioned Gotham to be. That is my Gotham. And yes, guys, the Gotham in this movie it's fucking awful. And I loved it. An awful city to live in. It fucking is, love. It's a shit place. And the movie makes you feel that. Gotham is terrible. I love it. And I also like the arc that Bruce had in this movie. Again, I can't talk about it because spoilers, but it's a really lovely arc. I think it works really well within universe of the movie, within the world that they created for this movie. I think it works really well, and I am interested to see where they go from this point. It was great seeing the Batman being a detective. He's known as the best detective, you know, the world's greatest detective. And we saw that. We saw that in this movie. And I am goddamn happy that we did. So I could go on and on and on talking about how much I really like this movie and how much there aren't a lot of things that I didn't like. But I won't. But I will highly recommend that you guys go out and watch this movie. I think it's a movie that, like, it won't be bad. And I think people will talk a lot more about what they liked. They'll be like, oh yeah, no, like I liked the Batman and let's talk about what I liked. Yeah, this is what I didn't like. But I don't think that there'll be people who will be like vehemently hating this movie. I loved it. I loved this movie and I cannot wait to watch it again. Thank you so much for joining me. I am really tired right now. So I'm gonna go off to bed. But hopefully I will be back with another review. I have been watching quite a bit. I've been watching a couple movies that have been nominated for Best Picture. There are two friends in particular. I know who they are. There are two friends in particular who have basically turned me into a somewhat, you know, cinema gay. I am in the business now of watching movies that have been nominated for Best Picture before the Oscars so that I can, you know, be part of the culture. So I've been watching that and I might do some reviews on the movies, you know, around that. So yeah, you know, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.